This is my Mercedes W116 280 SE. It's got a straight six 2.8 litre engine. I bought it in 2021 when I had a company van and I only needed a weekend car. As soon as the job changed, I had to get myself something that was a bit better on petrol, so I got the Abarth, which I'll get in other videos. And since then, this is pretty much just sat in the garage, not being used much. Haven't really done too much to it since I've had it. Water pump, belts, oil changes, stuff like that. There's a few faults with it, so I'll give it a bit of a wash, clean it up, and then go through it. And I've got a bit of a dilemma whether I fix it up or just sell it, what it's worth. But we'll go through that in a bit. Okay, looking a lot better now. It's got all the dust and the rubbish out of the garage off of it. Hasn't got great paintwork, but comes up pretty nice. Obviously could do with a polish, a bit of paint correction. But yeah, give you a bit of a walk around on it now. So obviously, like I said, it's got a few faults on it. Somebody's reversed into the back there. Bit of a ding in the bumper. It's not too bad. Could get it pulled out, get a new boot lid. Common fault on these door handles, you need to yank them open. There's an adjuster on the handle, so I'll get in there and do that. That's on both back doors and the passenger door, I think. Inside, it's pretty clean, pretty tidy. I don't know what this white mark is on the back of the seat. That wasn't here last time. I don't know, I'll clean that off. Carpet's pretty good. Seats aren't torn or anything, so that's nice. Okay, so in the front of the car now. Again, it's pretty good in here. No tears on the seats. It's a good thing about these Mercedes, good strong plastic. Call it MB Tex. This car's done 200 and something, 213,000 Ks. Wood's in fair condition. Does have some cracks in the dash under here somewhere. Put it down. Ah, there they are. Pretty common in these cars, especially in Australia, but this one's not too bad. Just keep the mat up there to keep it as good as possible. There's a sunroof in this car. One of the things that doesn't work properly. So what do we got here? Gauges, revs, speedo, fuel, oil, water, everything works fine there. The car starts when it feels like more regularly to drive it, the easier it is to start. So I'll probably start fine now. But if I leave it for a few days, it'll be a peak to start. I've got a video clip of that I'll probably put in. Sunroof, whichever one that is, I think it's this one here. Cable needs to come out and be greased up because it gets jammed. Sunroof does open and close, but you have to give it a helping hand, pull and push as it goes. The radio switches on. I can get one radio station. The backlights don't work. What else we got here? So the fan works fine, but it's permanently hot on the passenger side, so it doesn't matter what I do with this, it's still hot air coming out on the passenger side. Driver's side is permanently cold air. It doesn't matter what I do with the temperature gauge on this side, permanently cold. It does change from up to down though, so coming out the windscreen or coming out the centre fence. The aircon did work, ran out of gas, that doesn't work now either. So to fix these controls, I think this whole centre console has to come out to get behind here to find out what's going on with that. Could be something to do with vacuum because the central locking doesn't work. It kind of worked for 2 doors. I think it's actuated off the driver's door and then sends around to the back passenger door and round from there. Back passenger door, back driver's side door did work when I first got the car, but now it doesn't. So vacuum leak, we'll see more of that in a bit. Rear back window doesn't work. Driver's side stripped a gear, so it goes up with the help of a hand to push it down, lift it up. Passenger side's all right, but it's a bit wonky, so the mechanisms get loose on that. And rear back, that one works fine, so that's all good. 1 window out of 4, excellent. Glove box works, light works. Mirror cover for here. Missing the mirror cover on this side, although we do have the adjuster arm, whereas on this side, no adjuster arm either. Also, this mirror is actually off an American car. So sitting on the passenger side, that's actually going to be the correct position as if this was the driver's side. Consequently, from the driver's side of the car, I can't see anything out of that wing mirror. I do have another wing mirror, which I can replace that. And while I'm taking the door card off, if I need to take the door card off to do that, then I will do the adjuster on the outside handle to make it easier to get in and out of this door. Let's have a quick look under the bonnet. Okay, straight six, 2.8 litre aircon compressor. Like I said, the aircon doesn't work. So this engine did have an air pump. I don't know if you can see it down there. Yeah, it doesn't have a belt on it. So recirculation of the exhaust gases into the cylinder head, the inlet manifold. Yes, the air pump recirculation always tends to seize up on these cars. It was a late 70s, early 80s thing they did on some Australian cars. So consequently, it's been disconnected, and the vacuum lines for it have just been taped up. So they're useless, which has probably got something to do with why the vacuum system doesn't work on this car. Haven't really done much to this since I've had it. New master cylinder. Like I said, new water pump. I think I put a new crankshaft seal in when I did the water pump because the pulley's got to come off for that. And that's it under here. Same as all of these old Mercedes. Needs a new heat guard on the bonnet. Driver's side. Nice place to be in these cars, like driving your lounge room around. Another problem with this car, gearbox. Probably the worst thing, or possibly the worst thing. Makes a bit of a noise when you just start the car up, try to pull away. Bit of a graunching noise. I don't know if it's the oil pump that's going, change the filter, change the fluid. Hasn't really got any better, so I'll possibly have to get the gearbox rebuilt or find a second-hand unit to put into it. And that's my dilemma. This car cost me $5,000 when I bought it 2021. During COVID, it probably went up to about, I don't know, $12,000. Now, with all the faults it's got, I'll be lucky if it's worth $2,000. And that's the decision I have to make. Do I strip down the sunroof to do the cable, strip down the dashboard to rejig the heater controls, possibly look at getting a replacement gearbox, front suspension work, because there's some knocking going on there. So, I mean, that's just maintenance stuff, but it all adds up. The aircon needs sorting. The rear calipers are binding, so rebuild the rear calipers or replace. But again, if the car's only worth $2,000, is there really much point doing this? Another point to note about this car is it should have hydraulic rear suspension with a couple of spheres underneath the back end of the car. But those spheres were gone before I got the car, and the previous owner had swapped it out to springs and shocks. So when I got the car, it was dragging its ass on the floor where the hydraulic suspension had collapsed. I don't know how long the pump had been run dry. So I disconnected that. I've put springs from a 123 wagon, which apparently with the same spring, same rating, has got longer shocks on it as well now. So that makes it sit a lot better. Let's have a listen to the radio, see if it's working today. Oh, just about. There we go. That's pretty much the one channel I can get. So there we go. What do you think I should do with it? I think, to be honest, I'm just going to do all the small bits one by one and try and get it back to a daily usable condition. Oh, the exhaust blows as well, so it needs a new exhaust or a new back box, probably mid back box. Sorting out central locking. Oh, there's another problem. So when you take door cards off of these cars, once you take all the various screws, and there's loads of clips, spring clips around the bottom of the door. Don't just pull the door card away. There's some plastic clips down behind here. If you pull the door card out, you'll snap the bulb, which is what's happened to this one. Once all the clips are out, you've got to lift the card up and then out, otherwise it breaks. Thanks very much for watching the video, and I'll post some more when I do repairs on this car. Probably going to start off with that, placing that wing mirror, sorting out the exhaust and adjusting the door handle so it's easier to get into the car.